Good morning, students. Today we are going to see what is a double linked list. The double linked list, if you have to define a double linked list, this is a kind of a list with two links, that is left and right. If a number of lists are linked together, the structure is termed as double linked list. Okay, so in order to connect this list, in order to link it, we need to have a start. Okay, we use the term as a start so that it can start the data, it can start from the left and the right. Now why did we get this double listed linked list? Now if you see, the previous topic that we have seen is a single linked list where it has got only one list where it has been linking. Okay, there is only one linked list, okay, which has been linking with the other. And here you can link on left side as well as on the right side. Okay, there is no particular direction that the data has to be traveled. It can be followed in either ways, left and right. So this is called as double linked list. There are so many algorithms that is there in the single linked list, but according to this topic, the linked list topic, you don't have to study about the programs, so don't worry about the bigger programs. If you see, don't get confused, you don't have to study about the programs, you just have to learn for 2 or 3 marks question from this topic. So I'm not stressing much on these topics. I'm just checking and telling you the definitions and the main algorithm that is there for these topics. Okay, so please there are certain point that we have to remember in the double linked list, that the traverse that goes on in the list is from the left link, that when it is linked on the left side, it will move towards the backward direction. Okay, unless the list becomes null. And when it is right link, then it will move towards the forward direction unless the list right link is a null. When it reach null, then it will stop. So how to create a double linked list? Okay, what is the first step to create a double linked list? The first step is to create first list of the structure and refer it with the starter point. So you can see, you can just directly go to this algorithm. Here you can see here what is the algorithm. First, in order to create the first list of the structure, what we have to do, accept. What we have to accept, we have to start data, then start right has to be null and the left also has to be null. Okay, so this is the first step. Second step, initialize the temporary object. In order to create a temporary object, next is we have to create a temporary object. How to create the temporary object? The pointer has to point the start and then temp equals to null. Then input the number of nodes to be created. The number of nodes that we have to create means how many data we have to create, means how many data we need a link for it. So number of nodes that we have to create, and then start counting it from 1. After you do that, start counting it from 1. Next is to create another node of the list of the structure and connect them. Now all these nodes that we create, it has to be connected with each other. And how we can connect? We can connect using a linked list. Okay, so we have to repeat these steps 5 step 5 and 6. How we can repeat this step 5 and 6 again and again? While c is less than equals to n. So unless and until it reach the n value, it will keep repeating it. Then create a temporary node. After you create a temporary node, how to create a temporary node? Okay, except temp equals to data and temp equals to right null and temp equals to left null. So we have to create a temporary node using this coding. Okay, and then connect the temporary list in existing linked list. Now we have to connect, we have created a temporary node and this node has to be connected with the existing list. Okay, the list that is there. So how to connect that? This is a program. Okay, this is a coding, that is pointer right equals to temp and pointer left equals to pointer pointer equals to right. Okay, so c equals to c plus 1 and temp equals to null. So this is the coding that we have to follow. And then withdraw the temporary pointer. Now how to withdraw? The pointer equals to null and then return it. So this is the program, this is the algorithm. Okay, this is the algorithm. All the algorithm you need to write and practice. Okay, you cannot simply if you look into this, you will forget it, but you have to keep practicing them. So please write and practice them so that it will be easy for you to learn it.